stay in New York permanently or move back to Philly? So first of all, I will never, ever, 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 ever. I'm never gonna say never, but I will never move back to Philly. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Safi here, and you're watching Aisha TV. Where's my phone? So I'm looking for my phone, but today's setup is a little bit different. I just came from my internship and I didn't have anything to do, so I said, why not make this video? Give me 1 second. Basically, I went on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me. It's minismallzz with 2 L's and 2 Z's. So minismallzz. But anyway, I went on Instagram and I basically, I got a cramp in my foot. I went on Instagram and I basically did like a moving to New York Q&A. So I asked my followers to ask me anything they wanted to. Oh, I have more. Okay. So basically, before I start to answer the questions, because now I have more and I wrote down the ones from yesterday, I'm going to just basically give you the spiel of me. Oh, this is so weird. Give you the spiel of moving to New York and why I'm here. So, as you all know, my name is Safi. I was born and raised in Philly, West Side to be exact, West Philly. But I've always wanted to move to New York since I was, I think my godmom said since I was like 13. Probably even younger than that, but since I was around like preteen, I always wanted to go to New York, like come to New York. Philly wasn't really where my heart was, I guess you could say. Like, even before I moved to New York, my boyfriend would tell me like, you're miserable here, and he could tell that I was miserable. So I just wanted to move to New York, and once I decided that I wanted to go to grad school, then that's how I knew that I wanted to come here. So I applied for grad school. I got accepted to LIM College. Oh, excuse me, I got accepted to LIM College, and I was trying to move. It was so hard. So I traveled back and forth from Philly to New York for 8 months out of my year program. And then these last few months, I went back and forth from Philly to New York, and I saved up. So what I told myself was I would save up at least 4 to 6 months worth of rent, and then I will move. And the reason why it took me so long to move is, one, because I couldn't find anywhere to move. You either have to have a 750 plus credit score, and you have to have about, is either 60 or 80 times the rent for your income. And since I was traveling from Philly to New York so much, I couldn't work full-time job. So the job that I did have when I was working at Lucky Brand, I went from part-time to only working on the weekends to not working at all. So I didn't have 60 times or 80 times the rent that I was trying to, like, for me to move. So fast forward 8 months later to April, I had $5,000 saved specifically to move, and like I was in Facebook groups. I got the Romy app on my phone. Like I just was trying anything, and on Facebook I found someone that was subleasing their apartment. So what I'm in right now is a 4-bedroom apartment, 2 bathrooms, and it's sublease. So what that means is you're taking over someone's lease until the lease is over. So that's what I'm doing. And then once my once the sublease is over, I have the option of signing a new lease, or I could just move somewhere else. But I love my roommates. So if they stay, then I'm definitely going to stay, so I don't have to go through that hassle anymore. But yeah, that's basically my spiel. So I've been here since April. It's May. So I just paid today, actually just paid May's rent. And what I like about this place is everything was included. Everything is included in my rent. The train is right like 1 block over. I don't mind walking everywhere, so ShopRite, even though I hate ShopRite is like a 15 to 20 minute walk depending on how fast you're walking. Target is a 15 to 20 minute walk in the opposite direction. Home Goods, Applebee's, Starbucks, like all of that stuff is around me. Just depending on how fast you walk. So I wrote down the questions from yesterday, so I'm going to get into those questions, and then I'll go back to my phone for the questions that I received today. The first question is, what's the best expectation turned reality once I moved to New York? Finding an internship, because if I didn't find an internship or a full-time job, then I wouldn't be able to graduate. So my best expectation, I guess, I hope I'm answering that right. My best expectation turned reality was finding a good internship that I'm actually going to learn something from. Today was my first day, but I know, like, just from today, my shadowing, I know that it's going to be a good one. The second one is, Carla wrote this. I go to school with her. She said, when are we going to go to happy hour? Carla, if you're watching this, anytime, girl, anytime. The third one is, was it hard to, Sam asked me this one. Was it hard to adapt living in a different city? It was easy. Like, it don't feel like I moved from Philly, and I think that's because I traveled back and forth for 8 months, and I've wanted this for so long. Like, this isn't something that I was like a year ago, oh, I want to move from Philly. Like, I've wanted this for years, since this has been a growing goal, I guess you could say, a growing goal since I was little. Like, so me adapting from one city to another, well, from Philly to New York City, it wasn't hard because I have let me get comfortable. Me leaving Philly and coming here, it wasn't hard. Oh Jesus, it wasn't hard because I've been traveling back and forth for 8 months. So it was pretty easy. It did take some getting used to, because I don't have to wake up as early now because I'm right here near the train, and I only have to get on one train to go everywhere. And when I was coming from Philly, I had to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning just to get to class at 3. Now I don't have to do that. So that's the only thing that I could say is hard to get used to, but everything else, it feel like it still feel like I'm home. Even though I know I'm not, it feels like I'm home. What do I do to have fun? Go back to Philly. Y'all, I've been home every weekend since I moved, and that's only because so much stuff is happening back to back to back. It's not like, trust me, I don't want to be in Philly. I go back for my friends and my family. But other than that, I need a haircut. I need a haircut so bad. Excuse my hair. But other than that, like, I haven't been here long enough to actually explore. I did go to an open mic night with my roommates. That was really fun. But other than that, I haven't been here long enough to explore. But I know in the summertime, I do want to go to like the rooftop stuff and all of that. But yeah, I haven't done anything yet. But when I start doing fun stuff, then you guys will know. Sam asks, will I stay in New York permanently or move back to Philly? So first of all, I will never, ever, 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 I'm never going to say never, but I would never move back to Philly. The only reason I'll move back to Philly is if someone in my immediate family is like sick to the point where they're leaving this earth, then I would have to go back. Or financially, if I could not afford to stay here, then I would go back to Philly. I would move back with my mom. But those are the only two. If someone in my family was like really like near death experience sick, or if I wasn't financially stable to move here, to stay here. But living in New York permanently, that's not an option for me either. One day I want to have a family, who knows when, but I don't see myself raising a family in New York. It's too much. I be seeing people on the trains with the strollers and struggling to get them up the stairs and stuff like that. That's not gonna be me. I can't do it. Maybe living on the outskirts or something. I don't know, but New York permanently, no. Going back to Philly, hell no. And then someone asked, what are my plans after school? Girl, beats me. I don't know. And the reason why I say I don't know is because in this industry, and not even just the industry, like with my classes and stuff, I've learned so much stuff, and it's something new every day that I'm interested in. Like, I don't have a set plan, because even with my internship, once I'm done my internship in August, it's a possibility that I might get a job. So I know what I want to do. I do want to work corporate for a major fashion house or a luxury brand, and I would want to work in the marketing and PR department, communications, and somewhere in there. But I don't have a set plan for what I want to do. So I hope this is not boring. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how to make I don't know how to make Q&As fun or interesting. But oh wait, let me put y'all on my story. Q&A coming soon. Let's see what it sounds like. Q&A coming soon. Because sometimes on recordings and stuff, my voice sounds horrible. Alright. So I answered the ones that was, where's my chips? I answered the questions that I wrote down from yesterday. And now we have new questions that happened today. Okay. So I'm gonna read. Hold on, I need a snack. Oh, actually, y'all, I'm not a Chipotle like a real Chipotle eater. But if y'all go to Chipotle, see, New York is high, and I'm not spending a whole bunch of money on food. So what I do is I just get the chips and queso. So I guess I haven't really tried Chipotle, because I won't get a bowl. But the chips and queso is so good. And then I buy a small thing of chicken, and I'll put that in there. But it's hot. The next question is, do you get scared you'll get lost on the subway? And my cousin asked me that. So no, not really. That's the only way you'll know how to get around, is by getting lost. But most of the time, if I do get lost, I'll just get back on the train, like get on the train going the opposite way and go back to the stop that I got on and retrace my steps from there. But the only way to find out where you're going is to get lost here. Looking for an apartment, how did you go about it, location and price? Okay, so Aaliyah, she asked 2 questions. Looking for an apartment, how did you go about it, location and price? And then she asks, Oh no, I wasn't scared to move. So she asked about the apartment, and then she said, was it fearful to move from home to such a big city? And I said that in the beginning, no, because I traveled here for 8 months before actually moving here. But even before I moved here, like just to visit, I would kind of like in my like to me, I think you should act normal when you travel, just so people don't be like, oh, she not from here, so let's go mess with her. So like if I didn't know where I was going, and I still do it now, I'll put my headphones in and I'll turn my maps on and I'll listen to my maps, but I won't look down at my phone or like do stuff like that, just so attention isn't brought to me. But back to the looking for an apartment, location and price. So for me, New York is high, but you'll find some good apartments for low prices. It just depends on the area. So what I did was I just asked around, like people from my schools, a lot of people that already lived in New York are from New York, so they know areas. So I asked them what areas they live in and what areas are good. For price, I just made a limit for me that I knew I could pay. So if I was to pay $1,000, I knew that I wanted my utilities or whatever the case to be included. But if I was going to pay $900 to $950, I knew that I would be able to pay for utilities and stuff like that. So price is really up to you. As far as location, I asked people around me, mainly like classmates and professors, but and everything is so big, so you got to make sure you go to the area and you visit the area. Like this area that I moved to now, this area I moved to now, I asked my roommates what was around, and then I googled what was around me. And I live in Brooklyn, and I live, excuse what I'm about to say, but when my roommates told me that like the area was quiet and it's mainly like Jewish people, and it's like a Jewish family oriented area, and a lot of Muslim families, I knew families, so it made me feel safer. What's the next question? How long? Oh, okay. So Kat, Quay, I call her Kat. She asked me what part of New York City, how long was my search, and did you find work out there? So no, I haven't found a job. I'm still looking. But in the beginning, I wasn't looking for a job serious because I was going to work and I was still traveling back and forth, so I didn't want to work here and not be as reliable because I'm not living in the city. The next question, how long was your search? 8 months. Yes, it took me 8 months to find a place. And I live in Brooklyn, like Flatbush, Ditmas Park area. The cost of my place, so I pay $950 to live here. I'm planning to move in 2 years. Yes, girl, save your money. I'm gonna reply to this one. How do I reply? Share response. How do I reply? Why can't I reply? Okay, I want to reply to her. Okay, I'll figure that out later. But I do want to reply to her to encourage her. So, Kat, if you're watching this, congratulations on your big move. Once it happens, good luck with everything. I don't know if I'll be here in 2 years, but I do plan on being here for at least another year. So if you need help looking, once I get more settled, if you need help looking, I'll be more than happy to help. And I don't have any more questions. Those were all of my questions, but just like from traveling back and forth for 8 months and then living here for the 1 full month that I have, I will say make sure you save, because even with me saving $5,000, I had to pay first and last month's rent, and then I bought my bed, my dresser, my desk. My family helped me move, so like I didn't have to worry about paying anyone to do that. But save. That's, and make sure you really take your time looking and stuff like that, because like I'm not gonna say that I was impatient, but I was just like so depressed being at home that I was ready to move anywhere, and I didn't care. Like, of course I cared, but at the time I was just like, okay, the apartment is good, the people are around my age, like, here, I'll give you money right now. And my boyfriend had to tell me, like, you just gotta be patient until something you really feel is right comes along. So be patient, make sure you do your research, and make sure you save. Save should be at the top of the list in all caps. Save your money. And that's it. So I hope you guys, oh, and I'm gonna do a room tour, not now, because I've only been here a month, and like I said, I've been going back and forth to Philly, so I haven't gotten everything that I want. Like, I want a bookshelf, and I just came back from Philly last night, so I have a suitcase full of clothes that I have to unpack. But I will do a room tour once everything is done. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. If you want more videos or have any more questions, if you want more Q&A videos and you have any more questions, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at minismallzz with 2 L's and 2 Z's, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Peace.